Hello,
Hello.
everyone, and welcome to. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 Someone has recently been hogging the intros, so I figured I would jump in. And
You said I could do this intro. We don't even have an intro. This is just the characters.
Well, I mean, both of our characters are named our names, so intros should go
but
by
I think
fast.
they do have a. Yeah, they should go pretty fast because I'm gonna be doing them. Anyways, I am Spec, playing Spec, and I'm not gonna even let Fletch introduce himself because of what he just pulled. So that is Fletch playing Fletch, and despite everything, despite what he just pulled on me, I would like you all to know that Fletch is wonderful and amazing, and is a very big reason I am doing this FPS.
And is currently pulling out an Uno reverse card.
I cannot see it. I do not perceive. Because I'm
while
too
you're
busy
not
complimenting you.
perceiving,
Because you know
I
what?
pull you into handshake. Get wrecked.
I don't have hands anymore. Whoa.
Theater of the mind, beloved.
It's amazing and wonderful and beloved. And despite all of this they're putting me through, I still love them so much because they are a brilliant, creative person who's nice. It makes me smile, and I'm very excited to do this FPS with them. I am doing little happy taps, and I am just grinning like an idiot because I'm just so excited. And they made this amazing title card, and I'm excited because despite everything, they're very, very wonderful and beloved.
Hey, I found your hands. I'm shaking them both.
Nope, nope, you aren't. I don't know whose hands those are, but man. You see, normally I'd handshake, but now I just won't out of spite.
I love you so very much. But
we should start before you start going. Yeah.
Just with the note that Spec is very wonderful and talented and a hilarious
Can't hear you over the
person
sound
and
of us
very fun to
starting.
hang around.
I can't hear you over the sound of us starting.
Alright, you wanna go? You wanna set the scene?
I do actually have to set the scene. So, for those who remember, or at least know of the events of barely hanging in there, there is a notable mess made in the tavern at the end of that game. But that's not. These things happen. They're tunes. It's a tavern. It's like kind of an unsaid law. Something has to be destroyed. But every time you go to a tavern, it's not already destroyed. It gets destroyed, which means somebody has to come through and clean up the entire place post these disasters. Which ended up being Tala, Luis, Fletch, and a bit of Spec. After they had all had a good night's rest, of course. And they spent all day doing that, but now it has come to much later in the afternoon, and it is already starting to become more towards nighttime. And Luis and Tala have left, but Fletch is still cleaning. Wonder why. Sounds like somebody told him to clean.
Yeah, he totally doesn't have to do whatever someone who knows his name tells him to. Definitely not. What are you talking about? Curse? No.
Imagine having a cursed character. Anyways, so Fletch, how's it going? How are you enjoying cleaning? What you doing? Because everything's mostly cleaned up, but there's still a couple of spills. There was a couple people who, even though Spec made it very clear the tavern was closed today, tried to sneak in because people just can't avoid the plot. So how you doing cleaning up what's rest of this mess?
You know what? Let's roll a vibe check. See how he's doing. He's doing
Revive
fine.
checking?
Yeah,
Doing fine.
yeah, that's just a
Fine.
straight d20 for a vibe check, but he's doing fine actually. Just vibing. Uh, got really into the zone, so he does not realize just how much time has passed.
I
Probably
love it.
currently going at a probably currently going at a stain with a mop.
Head in hands right now. I guess in that case, you hear some footsteps before you see leaning against the counter a very familiar redheaded Toon who is kind of just looking at you, semi amused, semi what are you still doing, before they kind of realize why you're still here because oh yeah, I said that. They forget things like that. It's not a problem. And they kind of just lean on the counter with a little smirk. So, how's cleanup going?
Oh, well, the cleanup that you told me to do is going just fine.
Oh, really? You missed a spot right there. It really looks like their
And
shits, Your Honor.
Fletch just grins like, "All right, I have," and immediately maneuvers the mop to try and splat it in your face. So I guess that's an attack roll, and I'm gonna pretend it's a quarterstaff. So that is a
Yeah.
well, he still hits you. Um, it's only a +1 modifier because he has a -2 strength,
Ooh.
but
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that could have been bad.
you are splatted in the face with a mop.
You little And Spec wipes their face. You know, I prefer not getting splat in the face.
Well, most people do, but I figured I would try it anyways. And you
Oh, you
did tell
would.
me I
Right.
missed a spot. Just trying to clean up.
Oh. Okay, that's it. That's it. 1 second, I dropped a screw. That's really bad. It'll be fine. I'll find that later. Dangers of fidgeting while you play FPS. You sometimes drop things that might be important, but that's a later problem. Funny if that's actually said out loud. Spec. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. You know what? You know what? I think we deserve high shenanigans. Spec goes, oh, really? Well, I don't think you quite found it. And Spec is slowly starting to walk towards the wall where another mop is leaned up.
Are they going to have a mop duel?
They're going. How do you roll to attack with a mop again?
I've been treating them as a quarterstaff.
I don't have a quarterstaff on my character, so what's a quarterstaff?
Let's see. I believe it is a. Let's see.
Quarterstaff 5e.
It's a melee weapon. It does a d6 damage, but we're not going to be damaging each other.
The only damage is pride.
And it is versatile.
So I'm guessing you said strength, so it's strength plus proficiency if you're proficient in it?
Yeah, I believe it is. Let me see. Let's see what versatile it means.
Versatile just means you can hold it with two hands, so it's a d8. Because I have
Yeah, so it's
quarterstaff on a
a
couple of my other characters.
yeah, so it's a strength weapon. So your boy does not get much of a bonus to it.
All right. Does that hit?
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah, you see, I think you missed You really did miss a spot because it's right here, and they bring their own wet mop down in your face.
And he just blinks and and after a second, it's your own face who's grinning back at you.
I cannot believe that.
Like, you're right.
Really?
There is a spot
Really?
there. Yeah.
No, all you did was find the most handsome person. Obviously, there's not a spot there.
Are you sure about that? And
I am.
that's that one. And he goes in to try and hit you with the mop again, but that is a nat one.
That's a fumble or trip. Do what you wish.
Yeah, it probably takes a few steps forward, but like you do know how to handle people charging at you with improvised weapons, and
I
so
really need to get the tavern brawler feet.
yeah. So you just slip out of the way, and he trips and goes into a pretty exaggerated tumble before hitting the wall.
Ooh, that looks like that hurt.
You want to try it?
I think I'm good.
And he sits up before hopping back up into a standing position. Like, no, it's actually quite fun. I think you should give it a spin.
You know, better things to do. Really, really, I do.
Are you sure? What kind of better
Oh,
things?
I don't know. Watching you clean the place.
Oh, yes, because you love to make me do your work so much.
You know, maybe if you didn't try to steal my identity and got a job yourself.
Okay, like I said, this is funnier. And besides,
It
it
is a
wasn't.
lot funnier.
I didn't mean to steal your identity the first time. It's not my fault
Oh,
people
and
kept mistaking us.
I mean, I do see some of the resemblance, but really, you're the one who decides to double down on the act. Though I can't blame you, it isn't a bad figure to copy.
Actually, it's the worst. I've been thinking that maybe I should choose someone else to impersonate.
Excuse me!
Yes? I mean, you hate me
I
stealing your identity so much, don't you?
cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I have been told by many people that I am quite handsome.
Really?
Really, I've been told I'm quite the gender envy.
For dads, baby.
How dare you!
May I remind you that you are a dad?
I am not. No. No, I'm not.
Nah, it's too late. You got found familied.
I cannot. I refuse to believe that I got found family.
I well, it happened. I was there, I saw.
Yeah, I don't think that counts because technically it was you pretending to be me. So really, you got found familied.
But it was under your name. So
Yeah,
have fun
that's.
with
See,
that.
I'm. Nope. I'm not dealing with that. I don't mind being the person to tell the kid that. No, I am not your father. That
Oh,
person over there, and will directly point at you.
you'd really break a child's heart like that?
I'm not gonna break the child's heart because I'm gonna be like, oh no, 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 you just have a really cool shape shifting dad.
Oh, no, but he wants you to be his dad. You're his
Oh
space
no,
dad.
but you can shape shift into me.
I
He's
mean,
giving you the biggest grin right now.
yes, I know. You've used it to get out of so much work.
I'm just saying, perhaps it is not. I think it's quite convenient. I let you pretend to be me and let you deal the food, gives a knowing look, and you just do a couple of errands for me. Just a few smidge errands.
I don't even have dental.
Hmm,
I mean, granted, I
yeah.
don't think I actually have teeth, but
Do either of us actually have teeth?
he kind of just shrugs. Like, I mean, and kind of drops the disguise after looking around for a moment. Like, I mean, I've got these two fang-like things, but they're made out of the same stuff as the rest of me, so either I'm all tooth or I don't have teeth.
All tooth. That's an interesting proposition. See, here's the thing is, I'm a toon, so the question is do I have one tooth, or do I have these many teeth are as convenient for the moment?
However much is drawn. I bet
Yeah.
you'll have teeth if there's a close up. Though
Mm,
would be a
but would
bit
anybody have a
weird.
close-up on me?
Hmm. He
Hmm.
pauses to think before
I
taking
love
your
these.
face again. Like, well, I know
Okay,
that
that's it.
I'm good enough to get a close up.
Okay, excuse. Heck, I am plenty worth of being worthy of being close up. How dare you?
Fletch is kind of just leaning on the mop with the knife cat face right now.
You okay? That's it. Spec's gonna try to kick the mop out from underneath you.
Make, I guess
What would you call
athletics.
that? Oh, okay. I'm so down for that.
And
Look at
versus.
Dex.
Yeah.
Disgusting little Dex. I bet. So close.
So
So
close.
close.
You
See, if I had
try to.
acrobatics, I could have beat you.
You want to try it with acrobatics?
No, this is funny seeing me fail. Go.
Alright, you go to kick out the mop, but he kind of just does a little spin and baps you in the face with the wet end again.
You. I
Yes.
cannot believe this. Why don't you get back to cleaning? Go clean. And there is a very big smirk on their face right now.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh,
But
that's such mean language to say to a new father. Sticking their tongue out.
yeah, I'm so sorry for swearing at a new father, and he is
Mm-hmm.
going to go back to mopping stuff up.
Hmm. There is a moment before Spec does give a soft little sigh and starts mopping stuff up as well, though.
Oh.
We cannot legally end it here. It's been
No.
18 minutes. I don't know what we're gonna do, but
It's
if
fine.
we take the shortest FPS after you have claimed to a 5-hour FPS and I almost had claimed to a 5-hour FPS, people are gonna ask if we got sick or something.
It's fine.
People are gonna get concerned about us.
Space Core comes back.
No, I don't want to deal with that. I I Spec don't want to be a father. I Spec don't want my kid to be a father.
Oh, I pat you. No, it's fine.
Okay,
It's
let's.
fine,
What should
Rose.
we have happen? I mean, they can actually talk about stuff and healthily communicate,
They can. Uh,
but also looks at ratings. We wanted
yeah,
to keep.
it's fine. Fletch might just go back to some snark. Uh, this time a bit more affectionate, as he's just like, So you might not have teeth, but you do have a heart. That's good.
I always had a heart. Thank you very much. Wouldn't put up with
Really?
half of this stuff if I didn't.
Oh yeah, because you do fall in love with every pretty woman that comes in.
I don't fall in love.
I can hear your doki dokis from across the tavern.
Excuse me. I stay extremely, extremely focused and unaffected by such things.
And Fletch just grins at you before shapeshifting into Chloe.
Okay, that does not count because Spec is halfway annoyed by Chloe at this point, but we're still gonna make it for the fun of it. There is a momentary moment of flusteredness before Spec quickly. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna roll deception before I even say that. How well can you hide it? Gosh, I hate my modifiers.
Well, you did get a nat 20.
Um,
And I'm not
Spec
beating that with my
internally
insight.
dies. Spec internally dies, but they hide it very well with just simply raising their head. Really, my
Alright.
boss.
Well,
Considering the fact that she basically tricked me into working here, I think I may, have moved on from that one.
how about this one then? And he turns into the owl
Don't do
lady.
that. Don't do this. I cannot. I knew you were gonna do that. No, no, no. I need a decent roll. It falters a bit, but Spec still keeps her head up. That is an owl. Your point. That is an owl lady indeed. That is very much an owl lady.
I've incited that, and
Listen, a lot of people in the comments went pretty owl lady. Okay.
But yeah, so I guess Fletch can see through you since that's an 18 on insight.
I spec am okay, but I do have to acknowledge the dice just gave my character a 7 on that.
Yeah.
So, Spec, the character, has died a little, and you can see that. You can see, and with that 18 over the 16, you can also notice that you got a bit with the Chloe as well. Spec is a simple fox. Spec sees pretty ladies. Spec dies.
Yeah, and Fletch kind of snorts before going back to his usual of his usual of copying Spec. Like, yeah, no, you can't trick me.
Oh, don't be like that. Can't help that you study all my expressions.
I have to. It's gotta commit to the bit.
And yet you didn't know about my fire shot.
Yeah, well, you didn't tell me about your fire shot.
Maybe if you paid attention more, you'd know about it.
I
Speaking of which, I really need to teach you some decent self-defense.
I can self-defend just fine.
There's a spark starting to pop up in Spec's eyes. Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Please do decent on this. Nope. Oh, that could have been cool. Now I'm sad.
I give you advantage on this because he's not expecting you to actually go for anything. That's a nat 20.
Spec suddenly takes the mop and sweeps it underneath your feet.
Man, and Fletch sure does do a fall.
Just a little squeak.
Just lands flat on his back. And there's a moment where he is dazed and like the little like the little birds circle around his head before he shoos them away and is just like, okay, that's playing dirty.
Oh, is it? I
Yeah.
mean, unless you're expecting all the guests to play fairly.
Alright. You wanna go? And
Let's
he
go.
stands up and is just, before we do this, do you want me to go at it with my full strength, or do you want me to try and play it like you would?
Up to you.
I do kind of want to kick your ass.
I'd like to see you try.
Alright, let's do it then. And I guess we're
But
gonna roll initiative.
I love the shenanigans these two get up to. Initiative it is.
Alright. 15 plus 4. So, you
Okay,
go
so
first.
I got a nat 20. Okay. Even though they're technically going full out, Spec does not start out with their sword and instead uses the mop. Let me actually check something. Yeah, no, because that's a blade flourish. One second, I'm checking one thing.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Is this considered a melee weapon? It is. So Spec moves to No, I think it looks cooler. Spec uses this with two hands. I don't care if it means I don't get as many cool things. I need to
Gotta
quickly
do it for
add.
the aesthetic.
I do need to quickly add a bow staff though to my equipment so that I can actually use this during this. Quarter staff. Save. Okay. So let's roll to hit. Also, I just realized I should have been rolling a plus 4 to hit because I'm only level 4, meaning my proficiency bonus is level 2. I forgot that I was a small little one. That does not hit.
No,
Spec's
it
too
does
busy
not.
trying to make it look fancy.
No.
And it misses. Spec does a little spin with it, and I'm gonna say goes to swing it at you, but you just easily duck.
He's
And that
very
would be
much
your turn.
doing the knife cat face.
Oh, lose the expression. I'm not even going full force on you.
Well, that's too bad for you. And he drops the the mop rather dramatically. And let's see. It is a plus. Okay, yeah, because you do have that horrible, horrible thing. That is a 17.
That hits.
Alright. And so now that is a d6 plus 5, because for some reason, for Soul Knife rogues, whenever you make your funny little psychic daggers, you can choose whatever stat you want to do with it. And,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's actually kind of horrifying.
I don't like that.
It's, yeah, Plus the ability modifier you used for the attack roll. You can just do whatever. And yeah, so you take 11 damage.
Oof.
From
Spec feels that one.
yeah, but that's not all, cause after you attack with the blade, you can make a melee weapon or ranged weapon attack with a second psychic blade as a bonus action on the same turn.
Man, Spec's really about to get their ass beat.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna guess that this hits.
Yeah, I'd say that hits.
And that is 6 damage.
Okay. There is a notable amount of pain in Spec's face before they kind of just roll their shoulders. All right. Okay. Fair enough then. And they drop the staff. And from their hammer space, they pull out a very ornate blade. And they shift into a stance. All right then. I guess we can. 1 second, let me quickly. Okay. I guess we can both play dirty. And let me see. What am I going to do this one?
I mean, yeah, he's terrifying enough without sneak attack. So I just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use a Bardic Inspiration. And. But for correction, I gotta see if I can hit you first. So let's roll to hit. Doo 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 doo. Does a 17 hit?
Sure does.
All right. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. That's 15 damage. And
Alright.
fun fact, I used a defensive flourish, which means my AC just increased by 5 until the start of my next turn.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, and so, what is it? Yeah, your boy do be feeling it. Yeah. So, he kind of stumbles back for a moment and has to shake it off before he's just like, there you go.
Oh, did you miss my performance style?
No, it's just a bit more fun to make sure that you don't have the excuse of nerfing yourself.
Oh, I definitely won't need an excuse at the end of this. Your turn.
Well, time to shake that confidence a bit. Can you stop being disgusting for like 2 seconds?
I think that hits.
I think 25 does hit, yeah. That's 9 damage. And okay, you are lucky this time. That's a complete and total miss.
Yeah, that's a nat
That's a
1.
nat 1, yeah. So he strikes you with his funny little glowing psychic dagger for the first hit, but he's kind of predictable in what he does, so you can pretty easily dodge the next.
Which is quite impressive since Spec is now bloodied.
Yeah.
Spec is going to give a grin as they step back. Oh, that's real sad, actually. I thought you might actually have a chance of hitting me that time. And they're going to spin their blade because it acts as a spellcasting focus and is going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on themselves.
Mm. That's fun.
So they've gained 12 hit points back. And that is the end of their turn. Because they do not have as much stuff.
Yeah. And Fletch kind of just grins because they're only buying yourself a little bit more time there.
Sure, Spec is, sure.
And he jumps into attack, and is the AC 19 dropped now, or?
Yep, it's back to normal.
Alright.
It only lasts until the start of your next turn.
That is 9 damage.
Whew, I am glad I healed.
Yeah. And then for the next one, you'll never fucking guess what he got.
Cheers, don't tell me it's a nat 20.
No, it's another nat
it's
one.
another nat one! Rest in peace, my beloved.
Yeah. Same exact rolls as last time in terms of damage taken and his second attack. So yeah, again, the first one hits, but the second one goes real wide and kind of accidentally gets flung and just soars, but disappears right before it hits the wall.
At least you're not damaging the wall with your reckless attacks.
I don't think walls can take psychic damage. But
I don't
hey,
know,
at
maybe
least
the
we're
building has
confirming that you
feelings.
do have a brain.
Ah, I've always had a brain.
And now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn. Spec is once again going to try and attack with the blade. Wait, how much health do I have? Yeah, I can hopefully survive this. Does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 does hit.
Plus 5. And there I'm once again going to use a bardic inspiration. That's 18 damage.
Gosh.
And my AC is back up to 19.
Yeah, so you believe you way past bloodied.
I'm so.
No, you're good. This is fun.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, and so yeah, the rage at being at Fletch implying you didn't have a brain really really
Really
made you
got
go
you.
feral.
It doesn't help though that Fletch missed, which I'm gonna guess Fletch was close, so Spec was very easily able to just take that blade right to you.
Yep. And so he stumbles back and is very much hanging on by a thread as he's just like, alright, yep, you've certainly proven that you can hit.
Ready to call it off?
Oh no. I still think I have a very good chance here.
I'd like
And
to see.
let's see, he is going to try and cast. Uh, he pulls out a bit of sand from his pocket. Yes, he does have pocket sand. And,
Is he about to cast Blind or Deafen?
nope, this is to cast Sleep.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I got shit rolls. So he just throws some sand in your face.
I'm like, that is not above my age.
Yeah,
Right now.
no, I had a good chance though. If I got
You
good
did.
rolls.
You could have. I only had 17 HP. It would have only taken like an average. It would have taken. It would have taken not even below average.
Yeah, like
Like
this is not to take. This is yeah, I could have Unfortunately, you just got pocket sanded for Fletch.
Do you want me to look away, or do you
No.
think this is funny?
No, him getting his ass beat is kind of funny, honestly. Though
You know what? I
Marcy
kind of
does
do
want
like
to see you in a
I
good
really like that. I actually genuinely really like that. Because I was going to say Mist too. You know what? For the fun of it, I will say Spec is blinded.
So he
And
just throws sand in your face.
there is very much a spluttering because mist is water. Water doesn't mix well with sand, and very much okay, all right, ow, shit, ow, ah,
Never underestimate pocket sand.
oh. See, I know what Spec could do. Well, Spec can't see, so I'm gonna say for this turn Spec is blinded, but Spec can say stuff.
You can try and make him have hurt feelings, damn it.
I can do vicious mockery, which can
Please.
do 1d4 damage, which means technically I just have to roll above average. I can't believe you have to blind me to beat me.
Hey, you did
It's
say we
alright,
were
though.
fighting dirty.
That's the only way you could possibly have a chance, isn't it? You know, maybe if you fought more like me next time, you might have a chance.
Okay, I do need to make my whiz save, so if I
Make your whiz save.
if I
Please,
succeed
please,
on this,
please fail, please fail. It's gonna be really easy to succeed. Please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail.
you'll never guess what I rolled.
Nat 20.
You'll never guess. It's another nat
Remember earlier with the Timmy FPS my struggles? I think you're feeling it now.
one. Yeah, Fletch kind of just sputters and reels back and very dramatically falls over onto the ground.
And he's down! Oh, he was so close. But at last he has fallen. Oh, 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 whoa. And Speckin's gonna walk over to you and cast 2 level 2 cure wounds on you and your sad, sad little self.
He's a poor little meow meow.
That you are. And heal you for 27 hit points.
Alright. He kind of just sits up very fast. Make a deck save.
The battle is over. How dare you?
No, this is an on accident. If,
Okay.
on accident headbutt.
Yes, 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 yes. That's a nat 20. I'm gonna roll disadvantage because I like funnies.
Roll a funny baby.
Yeah! 11!
Yeah, so
Headbutt, headbutt.
once you heal him, he immediately sits up very suddenly, and you both bonk heads, and he falls back down again. Just ah!
Ah! Ah! And he
Ah.
presses a hand to his head. I cannot
Did you have to
believe
specify a hollow thunk?
that was ouch. You just hurt both of us, okay, gallery.
We have one brain cell.
Yeah, we really do.
So it's a mostly hollow thunk.
Ouch. Yep, there's the headache again.
Oh, you know I always give you a headache one way or another.
Oh, constantly.
And yet you still can't bring yourself to get rid of me.
I feel pity for you, that's all.
Aw, do you like me?
Oh, shut up before I do kick you out.
You won't. You like you like having someone do your
Wait,
work for
Pat,
free.
I said shut up.
Ah, shit. He looks like he's about to snark back, but then nothing comes out, and he just gives you a very big pout.
Sorry. Forgot. Because Spec actually forgot, but I remembered after I said it and I went, I gotta do the gag.
You gotta do the gag.
Gotta do the gag. You can talk again. Sorry.
You know. I could also just leave.
Would you do that?
I could. I could, you know,
But you wouldn't.
strike out on my own, build my own
You'd miss
life.
me. Oh, you'd miss me way too much.
Oh, so you're saying you'd miss me?
No, you'd miss me.
No, you'd miss me.
No? I'm not saying that.
That's what you're saying.
No,
You're.
no, I'm not.
It's what you call projecting. It's
No, you're
this
projecting.
fun psychology word that I learned.
Where'd you learn it? Did somebody use it on you?
Yeah, you actually.
When did I use that?
Just now you were projecting.
What? Are you gaslighting my character?
He's just being a jerk.
Poor Spec is so confused. You're gaslighting a person you know has memory issues.
Yeah, you're projecting on me because you think that I would miss you because you would actually miss me. So when you
I
say that I would miss you, what you're actually saying is, hey, Fletch, I love you and I don't want you to leave.
There's little question marks above Spec's head. You're 40 chessing them.
Fletch gives them a little pat. Maybe you'll understand one day when you're my age.
You are my little sibling.
No, you're my little sibling.
Oh, so you admit that you're attached enough to think of me as a sibling.
You admitted it
Disgusting.
first.
No. Mine was just to cover your ass because you didn't think to ever tell Chloe you existed.
Okay, but we both thought that would be funnier. Also,
It
because if
was.
she knew that I lived here for the past, how many months now?
I stopped counting.
Yeah, if she knew that I lived here, I would probably have to, like, actually go to work here, and,
Imagine working.
yeah, you just have someone else do it for you.
It's quite nice.
You know, you tell me to get my own job a lot for someone who would not be able to survive without free forced labor.
Uh, you know, I tell you to get a job a lot, and yet you never seem to listen.
Because I'm looking out for you. You know that you need me.
Aren't you supposed to do what I say?
You know,
Oh yeah, I picked up on it. You know I did. Picked up on it a while ago. Though we kind of had that unsaid. Have I ever said that out loud? Wait, I can't remember if I've ever said that out loud that I knew.
well, I kind of figured out that you knew considering you love ordering me around so much.
Huh. Well, that's just what I'm supposed to do.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. It's my job. Part of the job description. It's in the fine print. Chloe doesn't even know it.
I'm pretty sure that Chloe is the one who makes the fine print, considering you said that she forced you.
Gosh, she really did trick me.
What is the story with that, by the way?
You're not knowing.
Oh, no lore for the Fletch.
No lore. Spec internally, you're not finding out that I got pretty ladied into being an idiot.
Fletch is gonna roll insight.
Roll insight.
Man, he's getting bullied.
Roll deception. Just to be nice. You can tell that there is definitely a story behind it, and Spec is very much embarrassed by it.
Aw, did she trick you?
Yes, I was. Maybe. That's not the point.
Aw, not so good on the receiving end, huh?
Oh, shut up. I don't trick people normally.
Uh-huh.
Despite my. Despite my nature, it is not. Despite what I can turn into, it is not my nature to be quite as trickery, have as much trickery as you two.
And yet you have been, letting me steal your identity. That's pretty tricky.
That's you doing that. I'm simply looking away.
Yeah, but you're going along with it for your own gain.
No, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
No.
Either you care about me or you're using me for your own gain.
I think you should stop talking. Spec did say I think, so it wouldn't count as a command.
He. Part of him kind of wants to be a little shit. And just not talk.
Oh, don't. Oh, that's gonna make Spec realize. That's gonna make Spec sure they do care. Don't do that to them.
He snorts. But he's kind of just looking at you right now and not saying anything.
Oh, don't be like that. I didn't say that you couldn't talk.
So you want to hear me speak?
No, I, despite what you think, I don't necessarily enjoy making you do whatever I want.
I don't know. It seems like a pretty sweet deal.
You know, it doesn't mean that I necessarily enjoy it. I mean, it is quite nice being the one who gets the lead, but you know, I will admit it's nice having you have to listen to me, and rather than me having to listen to you.
So you don't want to hear my tragic backstory?
Oh, you have a tragic backstory.
Yeah, I've got the most tragic of backstories.
I don't know. I think I could beat you. After all, I ended up working here first, so something had to go wrong sooner.
Oh? And what went wrong?
Nope, you haven't unlocked it. Sorry. You need a higher level or something.
Oh, but we're siblings.
We're siblings now. Oh, so you admit it?
Well, you admitted it first.
I did not admit it. It was part of a cover up.
So you do engage in trickery.
I'm not engaging in trickery!
Speaking of trickery, you should probably. You made me a. He pauses. You made me a character, so now we have to figure out what all of the bits and bobs that comes along with you having a sibling is.
We are not actual siblings.
You know that Chloe's probably gonna ask you about me at some point.
And I will tell her that it's really quite tragic. I lost you so long ago, and I
Fletch blinks. You good?
yeah, blinks and shakes her head. What was I talking about?
You're trying to figure out backstories, and you were saying something very, very silly about having lost me a long time ago, but that won't work. I mean, Chloe just saw me, like, yesterday.
Yeah, no. God, it's such a... No.
I mean,
What
I
would
know
work
that you
then?
don't really have a lot going on up there, but, it's...
I have plenty going on up there.
Well, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it since, that wasn't a very smart suggestion, buddy. Try again with the whole backstory bit.
Maybe you should come up with something then. If you're so good at trickery.
Alright, well, I am your handsome adoptive older brother
Not
who.
older, I already told her that you're younger.
And I already said I'm older.
Well, Chloe trusts me more so.
Damn, Chloe trusts you? Unfortunate.
Excuse me? I'm very trustworthy, you know? Unlike you.
uh, no, no. You see, if you were trustworthy, you would have snitched on me a long time ago.
Maybe that's why I'm trustworthy.
So you're trustworthy to me, but not to Chloe. Good to know where your allegiances
No.
lie.
Wait, no, Hold up, wait. Wait a minute. No, it's not like that. Wait.
Don't overheat your don't overheat your brain cell now.
Hey, no, stop that. Wait, brain cell? You are. Should have just left you down here to clean by yourself.
But you didn't.
That one meme. Should have just left you on the
I mean, that one meme pretty much sums up their entire relationship.
It really does. I'm crying.
uh,
You know, maybe one day you'll learn to respect your older sibling.
no, you just have one singular inch on me. But I'm
Yes,
older.
it makes all the difference, especially when we're toons. Because don't you know height means someone's older?
It does not. I'm older than you. I've existed for far longer than you have.
Spec opens the mouth to argue, but they can't because they can't remember that long ago.
I mean, you do look pretty, baby.
I don't!
You do? You have little baby cheeks. And to emphasize
No.
this, he kind of reaches his hands up to poke your cheeks.
Like, nope. Spec is like scrunching and leaning back.
There's a snort from Fletch.
Stop it.
Little baby cheeks.
No, I don't have baby cheeks.
You do.
I don't. You have the baby cheeks.
Uh-uh. You have the
Yes, you
baby
do.
cheeks. No, these... And he goes back to his, real form for a moment and kind of brushes at the side of his head. These are fur tufts. And they're quite fashionable.
They are. They are. And there's obviously not believing that. No.
I'm sorry that your fuzzy little form is so poorly groomed, but I happen to take a lot.
Do you know how hard it is to groom mist?
I mean, have you ever tried?
Yes, I have tried. Thank you very much.
Then I'm so sorry for your loss of fashion.
I cannot help that corporeal forms are very hard for me. Don't need to rub it in.
Well, I mean, it is simpler to simplify. Poor choice of words.
I wish. Don't have any control over it.
You get a little pat on the top of your head.
Oh, don't you reach up here to pat my head.
What? It's supposed to be comforting.
It is the meaning coming from you.
So, where would you rather I pat?
No, just don't touch me.
And he crosses his arms and does put some space between you.
Don't start pouting on me.
He's doing a little pout.
Stop it. No, stop it. Stop. Don't. No, don't. Don't. Stop it. Stop.
You are really weak to emotional manipulation. You know that?
I. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Nope, you know what? I don't care actually.
Well, alright then. And he gives a little shrug and hops to his feet. Like, I should probably get back to cleaning.
What? Yes, you should.
You did say I had to clean the whole tavern, and it's still not clean, so splats the broom down on the floor.
Spec looks over it. I don't have to explain to Chloe why I let my little sibling do all the cleaning, so. And they
Okay,
grab
we've
their mop
well
again.
established that you're the little sibling here.
No, I'm not.
No, you are my little babyest sibling.
What? No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
How do you know I'm not older than you?
It's just something I feel in my heart.
Well,
Also
maybe
because
your
I
heart's
can
wrong.
drink.
I am. Listen. My. We don't need to use the fact that my memory does not go back far enough for me to be sure against me.
Nah, I'm pretty certain you're underage.
You have no idea.
It's just something that I don't feel like you're of the age to drink. Nah, that seems wrong.
Well, you can feel wrong.
Mm-hmm. But I know for a fact that I can drink, so that makes me older.
How do you know that? Maybe you just think you can drink.
Hmm. Alright, let's try this. He kind of just stops for a moment and actually see. Usually, when you ask him questions about his past and such, he brushes them off like completely flippant. You can tell he never spends any moment thinking on that. But this time he does, for a moment, introspect before he frowns and kind of just goes through a full body shudder before he shakes his head like, no, I'm just sure.
You can't remember.
Well,
Maybe I
it's
should
not
tell
like
Chloe
you.
not to serve drinks to you.
I know I can drink.
You don't know that.
I know that for sure.
Sure. But you can't do it while you're pretending to be me.
No, because if I did that, it would kind of be an immediate dead giveaway.
It would,
Just
wouldn't
like
it?
me not, uh, just like me actually doing smart things when a pretty lady's around.
Can do smart things when a pretty lady's around.
Mm-hmm. Prove it.
Mm-hmm.
Next time a pretty lady runs in through that door, prove it.
You know what? I will prove it.
And
Pretty lady walks through at the very moment.
yeah, and Fletch kind of gives you a smug look before he goes back to cleaning, stops, and smacks his head.
What?
I have prestidigitation.
They're such. That laughs in character. Spec starts snorting. Wait, you do?
Yeah, and he snaps his finger, and and the broom is the mop is now very clean.
You know, why didn't you just do that with the rest of the tavern? Could have saved
I
all of us some time.
I might have
Forgotten?
maybe.
Maybe you're getting a little too into character, Fletch.
You know, you're not the only one who's has memory problems.
No, I don't think you're as bad as mine, but I'll pretend that you have a little bit of problems.
Hmm. Sure.
Hmm.
And he just sighs like, anyways, let's get this over with, and kind of starts going around the inn, uh, slowly cleaning it with prestidigitation.
Meanwhile, Spec goes and starts lifting tables, putting things into place, just moving stuff around that hadn't been able to move or been moved earlier.
You
Most
know,
of the physical work.
yeah. You know, at some point he kind of looks up at you like, surprised that you don't have this considering it's a rather useful spell.
Me checking something. Well, I choked because yes, I could actually get prestidigitate, prestidigitation. We got there.
I love you so much.
Wow, that was a moment. Okay.
Please say that's in character.
You know what? It is. But I chose to focus on other things.
Like beating the shit out of people?
It's pretty useful, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And why do I need the spell? I have you.
Right, because, just let, just love having me do your work. You know,
It is.
maybe I should go tell Chloe and get a job and inform Chloe that that you've been slacking off for the past however many months.
Yes, but how can you prove who was who?
I can just tell her who wasn't love struck when she was around.
I'm not love struck when she's around half the time, so that doesn't count.
Half the time. So I can claim
Most
all
of
of
the
that.
time. Most of the time. Most of the time.
Nope, you said half of the time, and I'm
I
claiming
did
that
not.
time as mine.
No, no. You know,
And
I
then,
actually wouldn't mind seeing you
I'll
get an
get,
actual job.
yeah, I'll get real money, and you'll actually have to do your job.
Deal. Now, will you actually do it? Is the question.
Oh, committing to the bit is too funny.
That's what I thought.
Okay, but that's exactly why you haven't ratted me out yet.
Maybe that's the reason.
You gotta commit.
Yeah.
And he goes back to cleaning things up with his funny little cantrip.
And Spec goes back to lifting all the heavy stuff.
And there is a it goes on like that for a while before suddenly I'm going to do a funny little roll.
Oh.
So it very much goes wide, but you see a little paper ball fly past you.
But what was that?
Oh, you know. And does a 16 hit.
Yes, it is.
And the next one, this time it's a marshmallow smacks into your face.
Where are you getting these from? There's very much a blinking twice as the marshmallow falls.
Oh, you know, it is such a useful spell, and with the snap of his fingers, this time it's a paper airplane.
Is this? Ugh. No, I'm not giving in.
There's many uses for this spell, you know.
Okay. Still not doing it. I quite like the spells I can do.
You're not even a little bit jelly. And with
Why
a
would I
snap of
ever
his
be
fingers,
jealous
he
of you?
makes jelly in his hand. Like just a
Ugh.
little tin
You
of
know, I
jelly.
can do that. And
Uh,
he holds out his hand, and jelly appears in his hand.
oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Can you make a hot dog?
There's a um, twist of his wrist, and in his hand is now a hot dog.
Fletch doesn't want to admit it, but he is very curious.
You can make an investigation check.
Ah, yes, because he's so so good at those.
Nope. Looks like a hot dog. That's a hot dog.
Can I take a bite out of that?
Spec holds the hot dog a little bit farther away.
Okay, well now I really want to try.
No.
You have you've got a goat scrambling towards you.
No. And there's a twisting of their wrist, and the hot dog is gone.
Oh. There's a snap of his fingers. You can't see what he's making because it's behind his back. And then
Please tell me it's a pie. Please tell me it's a pie.
you do
Please tell me
get
it's a pie.
pied.
Yeah! There is a blinking. Now, I did not do that to you. Why would you?
It felt like things were getting a bit too peaceful, and he snaps his fingers again,
Oh
and
my
the
gosh.
pie and everything is all gone.
Spec runs a hand through their hair. I cannot believe this. This is. You act like such a child sometimes.
Well, maybe you need to stop acting so mature sometimes.
No, no. I think this is exactly how I need to act.
Come on, having fun's not gonna kill ya.
Nope, nope, I think I will.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No, thank you.
Come on.
Oh, stop using that voice on me.
But it's so fun.
You are so annoying sometimes. Did you know that?
Yeah, but you love me anyways.
I don't. I could actually care less about you.
It's too late. We're siblings now.
I said it's just an act.
You could have said I was just some rando who came in.
Uh, well, I didn't.
And now we're siblings.
No, now we're pretending to be siblings.
And thus the fox engages in trickery.
It's. You know it's more complicated than that.
Oh, I know. It's just more fun saying it like this.
You are
Besides.
really annoying.
Or maybe you just don't want to lighten up a bit.
No, I don't want to lighten up a bit.
Well, one of us has to. It's not gonna be
uh.
me.
Was that a shadow joke?
Maybe it was.
There is a snort from Spec. Considering I am basically evaporated air most of half of the time, I don't think I can get any lighter either. Sorry, not evaporated air, evaporated water. Man, it's a night. It's night.
Sometimes it's a night. You know, I realize we still haven't come up with a fake name.
Yeah, we probably should. Do you know how hard it was to have that conversation the other day?
Yeah, kind of surprised you didn't let it spill on the spot.
Don't look at me like that, Fletch, out of character. Don't look at me like that.
To be fair, I have also slipped numerous times during that, so you're good.
Okay. There is a moment before Spec kind of tilts their head. Well, guess we gotta give you a name then.
Hmm.
Gotta be something, a good fake name. Camille?
You can't do this to me.
I'm sorry. The setup was way too good. I couldn't. I couldn't.
God.
You set it up. You set it up so perfectly, and I was just guiding your hand, and you fell for it, and I.
Fletch kind of just blinks, and there's that shudder again before he's just like, no, absolutely not. That sounds like a nerd name.
Yeah, you are a nerd, though.
Okay, I'm a cool nerd. That's like a baby nerd name.
Hmm. Yeah, but you also are kind of a baby nerd, aren't you?
Okay, you can assign me baby, but that doesn't actually make me baby.
You know, all I have to do is tell Chloe your name is Camille.
No.
I can hear Fletch, the actual Fletch going, no.
No.
I think you might actually kill me if I do that to you.
I think you would probably die from the consequences of your actions first.
I would. Um. Well, then, what would you suggest?
Hmm. Okay, it's gotta be something cool. Hmm.
Hmm. Does a variation of your name count?
A variation?
Could we do something like Fletcher?
No, I think that would get confusing.
No, I would, because I would probably slip and use the next name, nickname.
I look at the
Hmm.
fourth wall, I look away.
All of us looking at the fourth wall.
Hmm.
You that, or we can just be really good at not saying it.
Okay, but someone is going to ask eventually, and I do not trust you to come up with a cool name on the spot.
Well, I'm gonna say, I don't know, Spec Junior. Wait, no, that's not sibling names. Spec 2.
I,
I don't know.
this is why we're coming up with this in advance.
I don't even know how I got my name. Just manifest as a toon. You just say you're a toon who manifested without a name.
Well, then they're gonna name me.
Yeah, no, maybe that's good. Maybe that's good.
No, they're gonna do something silly.
Like what?
Like I don't know. Naming me Spec 2.
Uh, it was a suggestion.
Hmm. And he's kind of doing a little pace now and trying to think. Chloe!
Spec.
please have please have Spec say the suggestion that Chloe just gave us.
Speckit? Specklight.
No. And no. Double no.
What if I called you Spec and me the cooler Spec?
No. 'Cause that is objectively wrong. Stop!
Spectral scope. Me just reading the gallery at this point.
I don't know, that sounds like a name I might have had in like 2016.
Oh.
Is that a real year? That doesn't feel right. Now,
Spectral
Spectralhaunts.
haunt.
No, that sounds silly. That's kind of dorky.
Hey!
No! At the gallery. uh, okay, what about. Hear me out. Evening
Spectreford?
darkness. Really?
Hold up, were you about to say what I think you're about to say? I kind of don't regret cutting you off.
It was very great.
The gallery demands it.
Let me make sure that it's like okay.
Spectacular. Speckant.
Can we, maybe not do names that are a variation of Spec?
What? I can't help it's the coolest name out there.
You just said that you manifested with that name. It wasn't like you really had a choice.
I can't
Anyways,
help the universe gave me the coolest name.
nah. It gave you a dorky name for dorks. Now, a real cool name would be Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. That's a cool name.
I really hope that you don't get to name yourself either.
I don't know, it sounds pretty rad to me.
That's don't do that to yourself. Don't. Take it back. Take it back right now.
What about Damien? Or Blade?
This is actually painful for me at this point.
Okay, well,
What about Freckles?
Oh, they're not that prominent, are they?
Well, I think they're kind of adorable, actually.
Okay, no. No, I'm not
Aww.
cute.
I'm calling it Freckles now.
No, I'm naming myself Raven.
No, please don't do that. Out of character Spec, please don't do that. Out of character Spec, please don't do that to me. I will start calling you Camille out of spite.
Alright, well, what about Gerard?
No. Listen, if I call you Freckles, I could slip up and say Fletch and just say you misheard me.
If that is Chloe, if that's the start of the name I think you're going to say. Gosh. Uh. uh. Flash just shakes his head like, no, I am not having a cutesy little name like that.
I think I should call you Freckles.
No, what about like something like Azaziel? Or
No.
Belial?
I like Freckles.
No.
They're cute. They're adorable.
Okay, if you want a name that starts with F, what about like Fenrir or something?
No, those are too dramatic.
Okay,
No, look. And Spec reaches to pinch your cheeks. I think that Freckles is the perfect name for you.
No. Okay, we're
Yes.
shelving the name thing until later. No. I veto that.
I'm gonna call you Freckles.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. But it's just my big sibling nickname for you.
No, I'm going to. You know what's a cool name? Grimoire.
Oh my god, you got a gas! Oh, yucky! Oh, that one got a physical response!
Attacks you.
Alright, I was waiting for it. I knew it was gonna come for me eventually, but man. I expect you to go with the original's name. I was expecting the XP's name. Oh.
I don't know. It sounds
Yeah,
like
if you say that, you're gonna start having to use names like Hawkshaw or something.
Okay, but no, it's cool. I mean, it kind of sounds like it's like a smart name, like a sort of noir detective-y name.
Yeah, you'd think that, but it strikes me as a name of somebody who wants to be that would use, but isn't actually.
Well,
Hi, hello, we're putting the character on blast.
Well, what if I just named myself Noir?
No. That sounds... It's too serious for you.
But it's cool.
But you're... No!
And it's a fun little reference. You know what?
To
I
what?
could just be literal and call myself Shadow.
That's kind of painful as well. Yep, no, you're right. We're
Huh?
shelving the name business. We're shelving the name business. This is causing me physical pain.
Alright, fine.
Maybe not name yourself based off the fact that you're a shadow.
Well, I happen to think my current form of existence is rather cool.
Oh, it's very cool. Almost as cool as mine. Temperature-wise.
I don't think shadows have a temperature.
Yeah, that means I'm automatically colder.
Hey, Spec. You wanna
Yes.
try something?
What?
I know a perfect way to test if I'm colder.
What?
And he drops the disguise completely and starts moving towards you, his hands outstretched.
What? What are you doing? No. Spec is taking steps back. What are you doing?
Oh, no, don't worry, this won't hurt at all.
I don't trust that.
It's nothing painful. It's the best test I know to see if someone is genuinely
Tell me what
cold
it
or not.
is. Tell me what it is.
Okay, but that takes the fun out of it.
No, no, I don't trust you.
You don't trust me
No, not at all.
after all these months?
No, not one bit.
Oh, what have I done to prove myself untrustworthy, other than
Do you
steal
want the
your
short or long
identity and
list?
lie every day? Like, if you
That's the
took...
short list.
Yeah, so it's a very short list, actually, so,
There's a longer version.
come on, just let me try it.
No,
Come on.
no, no. And I like to think Spec bumps into the counter.
Come on. And
No, back off.
Fletcher's gonna pounce. So I guess that's athletics.
That is athletics.
He jumps to
Wait,
pounce. Oh.
wait. Rule of funny.
Alright, he pounces on you and and kind of just shoves his hands down the back of your shirt.
Cold, cold, stop it!
Ha! I proved it. I am cold.
There, you get a pointed kick in the chest.
He probably perched on the counter to do this, so he does like fall back dramatically with an oof.
Oh, can't believe you did that.
And he pops up behind the counter and leans on it, like, so how did it feel? Was it like a actual temperature coolness, or was it more like the this shouldn't possibly exist and my brain is rebelling against perceiving this in any manner possible kind of cold?
I think it was more of I cannot believe you just shoved your hands down the back of my shirt and it's cold.
Okay, not sure where to put that on the spectrum, but I'll make a note.
You little.
Like I said, it's the best way to test if someone's cold.
You, and you know what? You know what? I don't like you anymore. That's it. That's it. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. We've cleaned up almost all of this. You can go now, actually.
That probably is order enough, so... Yeah, so your boy does, start heading out. Gives you a little...
Wait!
and freezes in place.
Gods.
Yeah?
I. Where are you even staying?
Okay, that is a secret I cannot give away.
Are you really staying? I never thought to actually ask. Are you really staying someplace?
I'm a shadow. We can stay anywhere.
That's no, that's not how that works.
He raises an eyebrow.
You need an actual place to sleep. I'm just missed. You don't see me just walking into the nearest woods.
Well, that kind of. It's different, okay?
How?
I, for one, uh, kind of just blinks. Like, I don't know. It's just. It's
New
easy
order.
to.
Self-care.
And he marches behind the counter to pour himself a glass of water.
Spec has the biggest smile on their face.
He's glaring at you as he drinks.
So you're a little dehydrated, I'm guessing.
I am not that hydrated. I mean, I don't even know if I actually need water.
Well, you need it because when I told you to self-care, you got it, so...
Well, maybe it is something that's left over.
Left over. Oh.
Gives you a little blink. And then he shrugs, like, and sips his drink again.
Spec just blinks before shaking their head. Listen. What else do you have to do to self-care? Because I'm not dropping the order until I know you're self-caring all the way. That includes decent sleeping places.
Okay, but in my perception, it's a decent sleeping place. But as he's saying this, he is like moving over to uh kind of scrounge around for food. Technically, he still does not have permission to go into the kitchen or anything, so
There is a pause and a sigh before Spec walks into the kitchen and then comes back with a very small snack made from whatever they could find because they are not the cook. I sure hope Harold isn't awake. It is a very late at night for these two, I'm thinking.
Harold wakes when Harold wakes. He has 8
Harold's
pets. He
awesome.
can take shifts.
Spec just gives Harold a nod and like gets a couple of midnight snacks and then walks out.
I hope some of those are for you.
No.
Well, I don't think it's
Eat.
fair if I have to. And he shoves something into his mouth mid sentence and kind of sputters a bit before he chews and actually swallows. Okay, that
No
is.
talking till you finish eating.
He is giving you a very big glare as he continues to eat.
Only eat until you're full, though. Oh yeah, Spec is being very careful with the wording.
Yeah, he does eventually stop, though he certainly hasn't made his way through all of the snacks.
And with that, Spec starts to eat what's left over. You can talk again.
You know, sometimes I really regret you knowing my name.
How did I find out your name again?
How did how did they find out his name again?
Spec just kind of blinks because Spec's memory issues, so I can actually ask that out loud.
Yeah. out of character, I don't think we ever decided this.
We didn't. That's part of the gag, I think, at this point.
Let me roll. Yeah.
They both.
Yeah, Fletch kind of just blinks like, huh, I I do not recall. It was
That's weird.
probably some stupid gag anyways.
Yeah, probably. Said something like your name and you reacted to it.
Yeah, it was probably something silly like that.
Probably said Freckles.
You did not say Freckles. I would have remembered if you said Freckles.
Maybe I need to start saying Freckles then.
No.
Spec takes a smug little bite of their food. I think I will, actually.
No, I'm going to say my own cool made up name first before you have a chance to.
Nope.
Mm. I'm going to try and you cannot stop me.
It's really funny the gallery says that because I like while the gallery was typing that, I was checking the time.
Oh yeah, we have been. It's fine.
It's fine. Oh. We are running over for the next FPS.
Yeah. And Fletch kind of taps along the counter for a moment.
We'll do this scene.
Oh?
Go.
Yeah.
No, go.
Yeah, he kind of taps his fingers on the counter as he's just like, eh, well, there's a bit of a twitch.
You good?
You did not drop your order to self-care, and it is getting late. And there's another
It is.
twitch.
There is a pause before Spec. Reaches into their hammer space and pulls out some gold, and then reaches in again, and pulls out a pen. And then they walk over to the guest book and write under their name a second room. Because they don't have Fletch's name yet to write down, but they do write under their name a second room and slide, and then just pocket the gold into somewhere in the tavern where gold would be kept for people to pay for room until they can go actually give Chloe the money. There, you have your own room now.
Well, that's a bit much, isn't it?
At least I know that you're actually sleeping someplace.
I was absolutely sleeping someplace before.
Yeah, the fact that you wouldn't tell me though kind of concerns me.
Well, like I said, I'm a shadow. Shadows exist everywhere that there is light.
Well, now this shadow has his own room. And Spec conjures from their... Because I feel like Spec has a couple of the keys. Hammer space, a key, and tosses it to you. You have the room next to me.
Okay. Fletch does manage to catch it. He kind of does that little juggle for a moment before he firmly grasps it. Uh, and kind of just like, you better not snore.
We are going to be at least a wall separate, and I do not snore.
Yeah, but if I'm woken up by you snoring, then that is, I will be remembering that. And you don't have to roll insight for this. He does not know how to say thank you, but so he's trying to cover up that bit of genuine feeling of gratitude with teasing you.
Spec notices this, but instead of messing with him, just smiles a bit softly. You're welcome, Fletch.
Yeah, don't get all sappy on me.
Oh, I would never. Not with someone like you. You think I'm even capable of being sappy?
Yeah, well, maybe if I were a pretty lady. Anyways, and he
Alright,
starts
that's it.
walking
Head
off.
upstairs.
He was already on his way, but he's going up now. And there, before he fully goes upstairs, there's a good night, and then he disappears.
There's a sigh. Spec rubs their forehead. And they go around the tavern and they clean up anything they didn't make Fletch clean up. They put away the food, wash the glass, and they just let out a sigh. God's help me with that one. And then they head up to go to bed. Spec will not admit they care. Spec does not acknowledge they care.
Oh, beloved, it is far too late for that now.
Spec refuses to admit they care. They don't know why, but they don't like that idea.
Oh, I hold them. But yeah, that's where we'll leave you for today, because we
Yeah.
have something very exciting to get up to after this.
Yep, and I need a self-care.
Yep.
So thank you all for both current and future listeners who are sitting through this with us, and we hope you have a good time zone. Bye!